Change your diet, change your life, change the planet.
Hi, it's Tim Van Orden with the Running Raw Project. Today I've got another episode of health news for you. A study just came out of Penn State University here in the US where they looked at diet and its effect on mood, specifically bad moods. They took women who were in good moods and they took women who were in bad moods and they gave them junk food. Imagine that. What I find most interesting about this study is that the group of women that were in a good mood before consuming junk food stayed in a good mood after consuming the junk food. But the women who were in a bad mood or had emotional trauma issues, despair, whatever you want to call it, before consuming the junk food had a significant decrease in mental state after consuming the junk food. So they went for the junk food to calm their emotions. There was a momentary sense of calm and immediate gratification, but then they ended up feeling much worse. So those that believe that there is no connection between diet and emotional eating or diet and mood, there's a lot of data and evidence out there to the contrary, and a lot of personal experience as well. I, for one, have experienced this because I know that when I go for comfort food, I'm momentarily quieted. It calms me as I'm chewing it. But once I stop actually chewing the food, once I stop shoveling the food into my face, I always feel worse. But people that feel fine before consuming bad foods generally do not eat as much of them and also don't have a negative experience after eating them. So it's mood dependent according to this study. There are a lot of people out there saying that, consume all you want of a certain kind of food because it's healthy food and eat as much as you can. You're just going to feel better and better and better. That'll work if you're in a good mood prior to eating the food. But if you're struggling emotionally, if you're challenged, if you're depressed, if you're overwhelmed, if you're shut down, if you're ego depleted and in a state of cognitive dissonance, even a ton of bananas is going to make you feel like crap. Over-consuming anything when you're in a bad mood is only going to put you in a worse mood. I know it from personal experience. There's data to support it, and I'm sure many of you have experienced the same thing. So what do you do? Well, the first thing you want to do is try to find another way to alleviate that emotional tension, that emotional despair, that emotional tug-of-war that's going on by getting into action somehow, some form of small positive action. Like for me right now, I'm on a walk/run behind my house in the snow, listening to a book and just getting outside and breathing the air and getting away from the stress that's pulling me down right now. And if you need more tips and suggestions, my Getting Started series, I have 80 videos in that playlist. They're all tips and techniques that I use to get myself out the door when I'm emotionally overwhelmed and going down and food is calling my name. These videos are tools that I've employed to help me get out the door and get into action and get things done without going for the comfort food, or at least recovering quickly if I do go for the comfort food. Because once you stop eating it, whatever is eating you takes over. All right, see ya.